What it do?
What up?
Hey, week 3 is in the books, and I went 0-2 last week, and you told me you knew nothing about that life. You know that life now.
I know that life for sure. That shit sucked.
Yeah, it is not fun. The median, the extra loss, fucking stings. But I'm back riding the high. I'm 2-0. Climbed up a couple spots in the rankings, and yeah, how are you doing, bud?
I am struggling in all aspects of my life. I wore white today as a sign that I am waving the white flag. The Cowboys season is over. My fantasy season is still intact, but I don't know for how long. And so we're just going to pray.
True. Yeah, yeah. Cowboys season looks tough. Week 3 already waving the flag is is a rough one. Fantasy wise, losing CD. You got the 0. I had the 0 from Xavier Worthy from an injury week 1. It fucking sucks. Xavier Worthy for me was luckily like my 8th round pick. CD was your first. That stinks.
Having the 0 from CD and then having almost 0 from like Malik Neighbors, like, what do you do at that point? There's nothing you can do. It's fucking horrible. It's horrible.
Yeah, yeah, no, your first 2 picks, shit in the bed, gives you almost no chance to win. So, um, first off, let's congratulate. We've got Ashton, who is not only in first place but also had the highest score of the week. So he is our $10 bonus. We did it at the end of the show last time because I forgot, but this time I'm on top of my shit. Congrats, Ashton. You will get at least $10 back at the end of the season.
Fuck
So,
yes.
all right, jumping into these matchups. We had myself taking on Nezdoba, and I was terrified for all of this matchup. Before, wasn't looking forward to it. Um, I decided to leave at least 50 points on my bench from
Yep.
Omarion Hampton and Cortland Sutton. And once again, Brian Thomas Jr. was about half of his projections. Knew I should have sat him, and I didn't because I'm a pussy. And somehow the fantasy gods did not did not completely punish me. Was able to pull it out, 142 to 136.59. Um, Man, Josh Allen on Thursday night, it was looking rough, dude. He put up almost 30
Yeah.
points, and I was like, sweet, week's going to be over on a Thursday.
Man, going back to Amari and Hampton, like that Najee Achilles injury, it was like the same kind of camera angle as Aaron Rodgers, and it fucking sent chills down my spine.
Yeah, it sucks. Like fantasy aside, like these are real fucking people. He's a human being, and seeing him get hurt freaking sucks. Like obviously, yeah, like Omari Hampton's probably gonna kill it now, being like the bell cow back, but you never want to see that. And it was so clear, like non-contact, saw the freaking calf ripple and everything. Like just sucks.
Yeah, yeah. But overall, man, I feel like you were right. The Josh Allen performance, the typical Josh Allen performance, is terrifying. And so you immediately feel on those Thursday night games like you're just fucked, and you're not. You're not, as we clearly saw with your week of matchup this week.
Yeah, I don't know if you like obsess over like every single thing that like you do or like that happens to your players and like think about how like the matchup would have shaken out. But right before, I think before the game, or maybe the day before or whatever, I dropped Cameron Little and picked up Spencer Schrader, the kicker for the Indianapolis Colts, and Schrader got exactly 6 points more than Cam Little, and I won by 6 points. Like, and
Damn.
that was my kicker. So it's just like it's weird shit like that where like that totally could have fucked me, but it ended up ended up working out. So I don't know, but um, GG's Nesdoba, 24 points out of McCaffrey, 20 points out of JSN. Still obviously put up a very good performance, beat the median, but got lucky and was able to edge it out. Let's go into to your matchup, Mister Coco. Penetration taking on the football team in Durrell. You came up quite a bit short in this one. Tell me what happened.
First of all, I feel like that was a backhanded short joke, and I don't appreciate it. Second,
I feel like
I've
that's just some sensitivity and some
it could be,
insecurity speaking, because
it could be.
that was not my intention.
I definitely feel like I got my back door penetrated this week. It was terrible. It was horrendous. I just watched Durrell's team. I was like, okay, first half of the 10 o'clock games, I'm like, all right, I do have a shot.
You were
You know,
looking so good.
this is not bad at all. And then the second half of those games started, and every single fucking player moved into like double digit points.
Dude, it's so crazy because I was watching the games and I was looking, and Durrell's like entire team single digits underperforming, and I was gonna text you and I was gonna be like, dude, you frick, like, because you got the James Cook performance on Thursday, and it was like after halftime for the 10 o'clock games, it was like James Cook was it was your James Cook was outscoring like all of his players combined.
Yep.
And I was like, I was gonna text you and be like, dude, you're looking solid. And I was like, no, let me not jinx anything. And then yeah, sure enough, AJ Brown popped off, Garrett Wilson popped off, Michael Pittman popped off, like just TJ Hawkinson all of a sudden caught a touchdown.
Fucking hate it.
Yeah,
This is how my fantasy seasons typically go, where it's like all of these random players that I'm playing who haven't done shit the weeks prior, now all of a sudden are like, yeah, we'll play.
yep.
I hate it.
That's how I feel too. It's like, oh, you're playing Kieran? Oh, fucking, let's have a career day. Like, but yeah, we already talked about it. I mean, CD Neighbors combining for 3.3 points is just not going to get it done. I don't know what the fuck Isaiah Pacheco is doing. Did you see him run backwards on like the swing route?
I'm so over this motherfucker. The Chiefs in general look terrible. Travis Kelsey and Andy Reid arguing on the
They
sideline.
do.
Here's an idea: fix your fucking team so that your running back can get some fucking yards.
Yeah, it's not looking good, and they got to play the Ravens next. And I mean, the Ravens just lost on Monday night in a heartbreaker. But I mean, if the Chiefs start off like 1-3, 1-4, like it's not their schedule doesn't get, it's not like they just can cakewalk into the playoffs after that. Like it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, they have an easy win there going into Dallas, but yeah, I think that's going to be a really difficult like comeback for them if they start 1-3.
Yeah. Well, lose that matchup 91.84 to 133.21. Obviously, you fall to Durrell, but also to the median. Durrell beats you, but loses to the median by about 3 points, so that is a tough break there. Moving on, we have David versus Phil. Phil got into the win column. First win, he started off 0-4, and then drops 156 points to go 2-0 on the week. And then
Nice.
David only 112, goes 0-2 on the week. He trusted Daniel Jones, and Danny Dimes, Vanilla Vic, Indiana Jones does not come through super great for him, only 17 points. But yeah, I mean, the injury to Joe Burrow just destroys Chase's value. I mean,
It
8.9 points this week.
destroys everybody, dude. Chase Brown is looking terrible. I mean, he hasn't looked great since the beginning of the
Yeah.
season, but it's just another layer to the whole thing. T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, like all of those players that you expect to have good seasons are done.
Yeah, it's nuts. I mean, even if you have okay weeks by Jamar Chase, you're not getting the value that you took him at first overall anymore, because his All-Pro quarterback is gone. Bowers is looking a little rough. I know he's been playing kind of hurt, but he's putting up, not Brock Bowers numbers, kind of pedestrian stuff. And then David, great showing out of his running backs. Kenneth Walker, Jordan Mason, both of them got into the end zone twice, but on the other side, Phil had Gibbs go off for 26, Nico Collins for 24, Ferguson for 21, Devontae Smith for 20, and the Steelers D for 16. So really, really good week by Phil.
All of a sudden, the Lions can play football. What a great time it is.
What a great time when that offense is rolling. It was crazy because there was a tiny little shot for David going into Monday night. It wasn't, a big chance, but I think Phil had a 30-point lead and Gibbs, and David had, Jamison Williams and Zay Flowers, which, Zay Flowers has been balling. Jamison Williams can always hit for some 90-yard touchdown on, 2 catches, you know what I mean?
Yes.
But yeah, it was just all Gibbs and Monty and a little bit of Amon-Ra, and yeah, not a lot of Zay and not a lot of JMO.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, so, but yeah, congrats to Phil. Gets his first dub and beats the median, so goes 2-0 on the week. And then David drops to 3-3, going 0-2 on the week. Going into the next matchup, Ashton, first place, keeps it rolling. Highest score on the week, takes down Curtis, who finally got his first win on the season from the median.
Yeah, that's fucking
won a single head-to-head matchup. Hasn't won a single head-to-head matchup, but beat the median to get out of the depths of 0-6 and move to 1-5. But fuck, Ashton, Lamar Jackson, 33. Even losing Mike Evans in that game, he still put up 13 points. Quentin Johnston, 14 points, but the fucking real star of the show, 33 points by the Vikings defense for Ashton.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude? Crazy. That's crazy.
That shit was insane. I saw the first, obviously, basically when your defense scores a touchdown, it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to be double digits at least. But you see the first return touchdown, and then you saw them have another touchdown. That dude on the Vikings defense, I think they said he the first player ever to have a pick six and a strip fumble, scoop, and score in the same game. 2 touchdowns by the same dude.
Unbelievable.
Just fucking great. If imagine having him in an IDP league.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, that'd be a crazy pickup for somebody to have.
Yeah. Curtis, Goff, 14. That's the thing about Jared Goff, dude. I don't trust Jared Goff for fantasy because it's he had 44 points last week because he threw 5 touchdowns. But then this week, the Lions put up however many points, but it was all on the ground. And he gets 14.
Can't trust him at all. He's just, it's such a roller coaster ride with him. I think I picked him up for a little bit last season, and same thing. It was up and down, up and down. And you're just what the fuck do I do with this guy? And with that running game,
he's not bad.
With that running game with Montgomery and Gibbs, how do you can't even plan for it at this point because you never know.
No, you can't. You literally just can't predict how the Lions are going to score all their points on any given week. He did awesome though. I mean, he had David Montgomery in the flex, 30 points. Dalton Kincaid got into the end zone on Thursday night for 17 points. Tyreek Hill showed a little bit of life, 15. But and even the Seahawks had the punt return touchdown. He got 17.95, but just ran into a buzzsaw in Ashton. But that's why we have the median, Curtis. You got gifted your first win because you were over the median. So, hey, better luck next time, my guy. And Ashton kept it rolling, dude.
That shit's so wild.
And then the last matchup of the week, we got Abel taking on Chantel. This one was crazy. I don't know if you were watching it at the end, but Chantel I think they were tied 118 to 118 but Chantel had like 0.21 points more off of Jake Bates, or Jesse Bates, the Lions kicker, PAT.
Mm.
And it was that fourth down where the Lions were in their own territory and they went for it and they hit it to St. Brown, and that's who Abel had, and that pushed him over to give him the win. So it literally down to like one of the last plays. But yeah, like you said about Chase Brown, only 6 points, not doing his thing for Abel's team. But at Amon-Ra 20 points, and then Egbuka again 14.5.
Well, that dude
the
is
rookie balling out.
is bad, dude. Like, I fucking love that guy. Baker should thank his lucky fucking stars that he has been blessed with such a receiving core down there in Tampa Bay.
Dude, yeah, every single year they find some. I mean, just to have Mike Evans as your primary forever, and then Chris Godwin, and then McMillan was sick last year, and then you just Egbuka falls into your lap, and it's like, it's nuts. That was such a good draft pick by Abel, dude. Like, I was eyeing him the entire time, and I was like, yeah, in the next round or two, I think I'll pull the trigger, and Abel pulled the trigger like in the 6th or something, like way earlier than I thought, and it's fucking paying off.
I feel like people just underestimate Tampa Bay. They're really fucking good. Like, really good. It's kind of scary a little bit.
Yeah, they're doing this without Wirfs. Tristan Wirfs, one of the best offensive linemen in the league, has been out, and no Godwin.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah. Chantel, 33 points out of Jonathan Taylor, who looks back to his like running back 1 overall ways when he was like the number 1 draft pick a couple years ago. Puka is just fucking so consistent, 23 points again. But again, damn, I didn't even realize this. Chantel played the Ravens defense again, -7 points, and she lost by 4.
That's crazy. Crazy.
Oh my goodness. It's so crazy because you know they're a good defense. Like, they're obviously a good defense, but they're in these shootouts with the Bills, with the Lions, and you can't trust them, man. That's twice. 2 times she's lost. She lost to me because they got -6, and then she lost to freaking Abel because -7. Yikes. Oh, man. All right. And, Abel goes 1-1 on the week. Beats Chantel, but does not beat the median, and Chantel goes 0-2 on the week, unfortunately. So, looking into the standings, we've got Fourth Down Syndrome, Ashton, atop the rankings as the only 6-0 team. Also has the second most points scored, so by 2 points. So there's no fluke here. He actually is that good. Nezdoba goes to 4-2 in second place. I go to 4-2 in third place. You drop a couple spots to fourth place at 4-2. Then we've got David at 3-3, Chantel at 2-4 in sixth, Abel at 2-4 in seventh. Phil climbs up a spot in eighth at 2-4. Darrell drops down a spot to 2-4 in ninth, and then Curtis still bringing up the rear at 1-5, but not winless anymore.
Crazy, bro. Ashton, I'm thoroughly convinced that next season I'm going to auto draft via phone. I know those are two very different things, but I'll fucking figure it out if it makes me win.
Call in and then just let the auto draft happen. Don't even be at the in-person draft. Just call in, and yeah, I mean, geez, super impressive. Again, I know we talked about it last week, but wasn't even at the draft. Drafted via phone, and he's got one of the best team in the league right now.
Stupid. Hate it. Fuck you, CeeDee Lamb.
Stupid, he says. Oh, man. Last year he gets stolen from you, and this year you finally get him, and he gets hurt. That is just, it's tough.
Bullshit.
All right. Looking at week 4, we are almost a month into the season. We got the Battle of the Cocos, man. Both of us 4-2. Me versus you this week. I know we're not going to do any predictions anymore because we don't know anything. But how you feeling?
I feel like you are going to beat me like a bad toddler at Target. That's what I feel like. It might happen. I will see.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
we will. We
hopefully Dak will wake his ass up and realize that you don't always need a number one receiver. You have two of them in George Pickens, who's also out there. You got Turpin on the outside. He can help. Just play your fucking game.
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm 99% sure that I'm going to sit George Pickens in that matchup, and if Dak throws like 3 touchdowns to Pickens because CD is out, I'm gonna look like a big fucking fool. But I'm scared of Green Bay's defense, so we shall see. But good luck, sir. Best of luck to you,
Thank you.
and may the best Coco win. Uh, Going to the next matchup, we got David taking on Nesdoba. Nesdoba's going to try and bounce back from barely losing to me, and David had his first 0-2 week, so I'm sure he wants to get back above 500 there. Any thoughts on that matchup?
Yeah, I think Taylor's going to win that one. I don't think David stands a chance. Sorry, David. This is not me trash talking.
Oof.
I'm just making predictions. Not trash
Oof. I
talking.
thought we were. I'm trash talking. I thought we were done making predictions, so it's definitely just trash talking. Um, uh, Ashton is the next matchup. Ashton, our 6-0 first place team, rolling hot, taking on Phil, who just went 2-0. Currently, right now, projections show Phil is projected to win, but never know. Projections don't mean shit. I wish we could turn projections off because they literally don't mean a fucking thing.
They don't mean anything. They don't mean anything. Yeah, but I do think Ashton is his team is rolling right now. He just made all the right picks. I don't see him slowing down anytime soon. Not making a prediction because apparently we're not doing that anymore. But I am saying that I think Ashton's team is really good.
I am going to state, I'm not predicting, I'm going to state that this is my opinion. I will, I will not, I will not make a prediction there. I'm excited to see how that one turns out. Next one, we got Abel versus Durrell. Both teams are 2-4, and their projections are dead 50-50. That one's going to be interesting. Not sure who's going to have that one. I'm going to, I guess if we were going to go with predictions, I think I'm going to go with Abel on that one.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. But who knows? Darrell's team is gonna do the whole let's be shitty and then let's be great and then let's be
Let's be
shitty and
shitty
then
for
let's
the
be
first
great.
half of the game, and then crush some dreams later.
I will
Uh,
say though, AJ Brown waking up from his deep sleep is kind of
oh my
scary.
goodness, that is so nice because I have Hurts, and it was like for a while there, it was like if they don't do a tush push, I'm not getting any points. Like I'm
Yep.
not gonna get anything because they weren't throwing the ball. But now he had a good interview after the game, and it sounded like they fucking woke up. Like the Rams punched them in the mouth a little bit, and they were like, "Hey, we got to stop this playing not to lose type ball and like show what we're really capable of." So hopefully this was a turning point. Um,
Yeah.
looking forward to that. And then yeah, last matchup is Chantel taking on Curtis. Curtis is riding high with that first win. Let's see if he can string together another one. What do you think about that one?
Oh, Curtis, you old man. I just don't understand what happens to your fantasy seasons every single year. But I have faith that this is a good week for you, and you go 2-0, one against Chantel, and the other one against the median. Do your thing, man. Put a little creep into it.
Put a little creep into it.
This
I
man, hold on. I gotta tell you that Curtis's
Please.
nickname for me used to be not my nickname for Curtis used to be the creep because that dude he says some creepy shit sometimes, and you're just like, huh, interesting. He got in trouble at work, and I made shirts that said "Free the Creep" on them, and I wore them to protest him being in trouble. And then
Wow.
one time I put a label on his iPhone that said "I creep," and it had the little Apple logo.
Yeah, like the
Yeah,
lowercase I.
yeah, I had to make sure that people knew. But I
Oh
love you, big
man,
dog. You the man.
I did not realize that work laundry was gonna get aired out today. That's
Listen,
too funny.
the best thing that I ever did for Curtis is he went on vacation or something, and all through our office, I put flyers up that said, "Have you seen me?" with a picture of Little Bill, which is a cartoon that they used to have of Bill Cosby, but
Yes.
Little Bill looks like Curtis, and so I put that up all over. And
He doesn't look like her. He's a black guy and he's bald. That's literally where the
hey, hey,
similarities end.
don't make
That's
me sound
enough.
racist. Don't make me sound
That's
racist.
enough. Oh man, that is too funny. All right, well, that was a good way to end it. Week 4, no bye weeks yet. Interesting waivers coming up. I'm interested to see what happens here because there are a lot of injuries and some shit might go down. Some money might
I
be
got,
spent. Some fab
I
big
got,
money.
I got 3 in there right now. 3 of them.
I think I have 3 as well. So we shall see. But anyway, good luck in week 4, y'all. We'll be back next week. We're fucking consistent. Coco's over here. Deuces, y'all.